Topics. First of all, what does President Biden think about the Dallas Mavericks owner, Mark Cuban, deciding to indefinitely stop playing the national anthem before his National Basketball Association games?
Well, I haven't spoken with the president about the decision by Mark Cuban on the Dallas Mavericks, I should say the national anthem, but I know he's incredibly proud to be an American and has great respect for the anthem and all that it represents, especially for our men and women serving in uniform around the world. He'd also say that, of course, that part of pride in our country means recognizing moments where we as a country haven't lived up to our highest ideals, which is often and at times what people are speaking to when they take action at sporting events. And it means respecting the right of people granted to them in the Constitution to peacefully protest. That's why he ran for president in the first place, and that's what he's focused on doing every day.
And then on schools, when President Biden talked for the last couple months, particularly during the transition, about reopening schools within the first 100 days, why didn't he ever mention the small print that was just going to be for 1 day a week as the goal?
Well, again, the president set a goal of reopening the majority of schools within 100 days. And when you asked what that meant, I answered the question. So that is not the ceiling. That is the bar we're trying to leap over and exceed. And as I said in response to Kristen's question, the president wants to not just open schools. He wants them to stay reopened. He wants kids to be back in school learning 5 days a week. He wants parents to feel safe, teachers to feel safe. That's why he asked his Department of Education and the CDC to work together on guidelines. That's why he's put proposed funding in the American Rescue Plan, because he knows that's not going to happen on its own. It's going to need some assistance to make it reality.
Is there a thought that this goal, though, that you guys are setting for the first 100 days is more of a dry run for next year? Because 100 days from January 20th, April 30th, that's when a lot of schools are getting ready to close for the year anyway.
Well, it just happens that January 20th is when every president is inaugurated, so we can't change that. And 100 days we felt was a period of time, a measurable period of time where we could set a goal, measure ourselves against, hopefully leap way past that goal. That's always our objective, and then build from there. And you're right, schools won't be in session for the summer, but this is a pandemic. We're working to get under control, making progress every month, and we're certainly hopeful that things will be, more kids will be back in school 5 days a week as quickly as it can safely happen.
And then just one more for one of our colleagues who could not be here because of social distancing guidelines. What do you say to teachers who are nervous about going back into the classroom without being fully vaccinated?
Well, we say to teachers, we want you to be able to go back to school and go back to school safely. And, the president is married to a teacher, Dr. Biden. He's known many thousands of teachers throughout his career. He listens to them. We all engage with a range of groups about their concerns, about what their objectives are. Most teachers will tell you they want to be in the classroom. And they want to be there with their students, especially of younger kids, and do that in-person learning. They want that too. They want to do it safely. We're waiting for the CDC guidelines. Those will be the first guidelines that will be coming from the federal level that will outline recommendations based on health and medical experts. We're waiting for those. We're hopeful that those will give a sense to school districts across the country on the steps that they can take to increase the safety in their schools. It will be up to school districts, but that's really the next step here. We want schools to open, but we want them to open safely, and we want teachers and parents to all feel that.